Court is in session in cause number 325-550 and cause number 326-800. Both cases are styled the state of Texas versus Kevin Lee Mullins. Mr. Mullins, is that your full name?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Mullins, would you please raise your right hand? Mr. Mullins, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Mullins, you may put your hand down. How are you doing, Mr. Mullins?
I'm doing all right.
That's good. Mr. Mullins, I have before me a document that is titled Information. This information alleges that on or about November 13 of 2019, while you were in Jefferson County, Texas, that you committed to Class B misdemeanor offense involving accident involving damage to vehicle. Mr. Mullins, do you understand what you've been charged with?
Yes, sir.
And to this charge, Mr. Mullins, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
Now, you're pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
And Mr. Mullins, are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Mullins, I have before me a document that is titled it's titled Misdemeanor Plea Admonishment. On page 2 of this document, there are a set of initials KM on a line that's next to a box that's checked guilty. Mr. Mullins, did you place your initials KM on this document?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
On page 3 of the same document, Mr. Mullins, there's a signature above the line that is titled Defendant. Mr. Mullins, did you sign this document?
Yes, sir.
On the next document that is titled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Right of Appeal, Mr. Mullins, there is a signature above the line that is titled Defendant. Mr. Mullins, did you sign this document?
Yes, sir.
At the top of this document, there are 2 boxes that are checked. The first box that's checked states that this is a plea bargain case and you have no right of appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
The second box that's checked states that you're waiving your right to an appeal, which means you're giving up your right to an appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Mullins, did you sign a document out there on paper that is titled Discovery Certification?
Yes, sir.
Now, Mr. Mullins, prior to signing all of these documents that I have just mentioned to you, did your attorney go over these documents?
Yes, sir.
And did you read and understand everything that your attorney went over?
Yes, sir.
And is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Mullins, I will, state. I have before me State's Exhibit number 1. State, you like to offer State's 1?
Yes, Your Honor.
No objection.
No objection. State's Exhibit number 1 will be admitted. Mr. Cole, you've advised in counsel, Mr. Mullins, is there any evidence that he is currently mentally incompetent to stand trial?
No, sir, Your Honor.
Mr. Mullins, your attorney, Mr. Cole, has advised and counseled you. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, sir.
Has he provided full, effective, and competent legal representation?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Mullins, I will accept your plea of guilty. I will find that you are mentally competent to stand trial. I will also find that your plea of guilty and waivers were freely and voluntarily given. And I will also find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. State, do we have a plea bargain agreement?
We do, Your Honor.
And what is that agreement?
Your Honor, the agreement in case number 325-510 is for 60 days in the Jefferson County Jail. And in addition, the state agreed to dismiss case number 326-800.
Mr. Mullins, the state is offering that you serve 60 days in the Jefferson County Jail. However, you will not have to serve any more time in the Jefferson County Jail because the time that you spent in jail has already, will be used or will be credited toward your sentence. Therefore, you'll be given credit for time served. You will not have to serve any more time on this case. Now, the court cost in this case is $327, but you will not have to pay the court costs in this case because the time that you spent in jail has already paid it off. Therefore, the court costs will be taxed and retired. The state will also be dismissing cause number 326800. Mr. Mullins, do you understand the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
And do you think that the state's offer in your case is fair and just?
Yes, sir.
And do you accept the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Mullins, I will follow the plea bargain agreement that you have entered into with the state. Mr. Mullins, this will conclude your cases. Please follow the bailiff and you have a blessed day.
All right, thank you. Hey, DAM,
Yes, sir.